our favorites, Jennifer Williams from St. Louis Closet Company. She is owner of St. Louis Closet Company for 25 years? 27 years.
Last time, too.
I know.
27 years. Well, I just can't believe you run a business for 27 years. You look 32 years old. And you're also our small business guru. Good morning.
Good morning, McGraw. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
What are we talking about today?
It's cold outside.
It is cold outside, but we knew that. We don't need a small business
It is almost my
guru to tell
birthday,
us that.
and it's supposed to be warm on my birthday, and it's
that's
cold.
good.
It's outrageous.
Okay, let's talk about interviewing.
Yes.
As a small business owner, if you ask any small business owner, one of the things that they hate the most is interviewing and hiring. And it's such a necessity. And yet it's so hard. How do you hire people? How do you interview people?
Because a bad person kills you.
Well, and it's just, it takes so much time to train somebody.
Right.
So you want to try to do the best you can do as you're interviewing. At my business, we try really hard to take care of a lot of the screening and getting to know each other through emails and voice interviews, like over the phone, prior to coming in. I feel like this saves my business time, but it also saves the interviewee time.
Right.
And you get to know a little bit about, you really, you send them the job description. Do you have any questions? You can answer back and forth. Tell us about you. Obviously, email their resume so you can review that. But get to know the people a little bit before you commit to having them come in.
Right.
I think that's helpful for the business and for the person. More than one person in a business should be doing your interviewing at all times. That's really, really important.
Get a second set of eyes.
Second set of eyes, maybe a second set of questions.
Right.
Maybe you each, going into it, I'm going to interview more about personality. You interview more about your skills for the position. And that really helps. It helps the interviewee start to see the personality of your business.
Right.
So they're like, oh, okay, all right, this person does this person does this. I kind of like that feel here, or I don't like the feel.
Right.
Cover the basics, obviously. Are they on time? Are they dressed appropriately?
Have they showered?
Do they know anything about your business?
Right.
Yes.
Right? Or do they bring their mom on the interview with them? Now, that sounds funny. However,
Somebody brought their mother to an interview?
Not to St. Louis Closet Company. However, we have a very, very good friend who owns a small business.
Yes.
And they are finding that kids out of college are starting to bring their parents to interviews.
Really?
Now, for all of us helicopter moms that have done everything, me included, I am the president of the Helicopter Moms Club, who have done everything for our kids. When it comes time for them to go on a job interview, don't go with them.
No.
Do not go with them. I mean,
oh my goodness.
And then don't just ask, can you work Monday through Friday from 8 to 5? Do you know how to, telephone skills, filing, whatever. Don't ask them just about, get to know them a little bit. And I found this article, and this is funny, some of the best of the best companies and their favorite interview questions. So the president of Oracle, his favorite interview question is, are you the smartest person you know? Is that a question? Okay, now this one.
But that's a trick question, because if you say yes,
then you're a know-it-all.
But you don't seek out other smart people. If you say no, everybody's smarter than me, you sound like an idiot.
Right. Well, so
you know what I'd do?
Don't interview at Oracle then.
You know what I would do? I'd bring my mom and I'd ask her. Am I the smartest person you know, Mom?
What do you
Mom,
think?
what do you think? Okay, so the president of Zappos, his favorite interview question: on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
Oh.
Because I don't know, have you ever been to Zappos?
Zappos likes weird. Weird is good.
Zappos loves weird. They have the coolest offices in the world, and they're very quirky and weird. And so that's really goes into their culture. And then there's a whole bunch of them, but this one, I had to think about this, and I still couldn't come up with the answer. Elon Musk. We all know Elon Musk.
He's about to go bankrupt.
Okay. You are standing on the surface of the earth. You walk 1 mile south, 1 mile west, and 1 mile north. You end up exactly where you started. Where are you? I was like, okay, I'm in my driveway, and I go 1 mile here, I'd be here. I go 1 mile, and
the North Pole.
The North Pole. Yeah, good.
Look at
okay, you can work for Tesla.
Okay, I can work for Zappos and Tesla, but not Oracle.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
did they ever say, do not ask the question where you see yourself in blank number of years?
You know, some of those questions, I always hated the interview question. If you could be an animal, what animal would you be?
I know, I hate those too.
Right. I mean, I always, when I interview people, I just want to get to know them. Like, just my questions are sort of, tell me about yourself.
Right.
What do you do outside of work? Tell me about your family. Tell me things like that.
Let me ask you this question. Do you like an interviewee who asks you a lot of questions?
Yes, absolutely.
So the point when it says, do you have any questions?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I have quite a few, starting
Yes.
with, yes.
And I want somebody who has done a little bit of research about St. Louis Closet Company.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I want them to be like, hey, I was on your website and I was on your Twitter feed and I saw you guys are doing this. How does that work in your business?
Right.
So I think that's really important. And, you know, we're starting again to get low unemployment. Jobs are going to become more and more competitive. So if you're looking for a job, you got to do a little work.
Yeah.
You have to do a little work.
And I suspect you probably promote from within
Yes.
because that's the best way to find those people.
As a small business owner, probably, especially if you've been in business for a while and you have a really, really strong group of employees, we always go to our current employees first and say, we're hiring.
Right.
Do you have any friends or family that are interested? And we've been very fortunate. Probably the last 10 or 15 years, most of our new employees have come through people that already work for us.
Good stuff. What's going on with St. Louis Closet Company?
Well, we just started our spring special.
Ooh.
15% off all custom
I got the email.
closets. You got the email. It went out
Yes.
yesterday. That runs through May 24th. So that's always a really exciting time for everybody because we run a special 2 or 3 times a year, and it's the best time to purchase closets
Sure.
because it's the least expensive time. But it's also, right now. I mean, I don't know whether I should put on my winter coat or my swimsuit in the morning when I wake up. So right now we're working out of all seasons of clothes. Some people have different closets for different seasons. So people are really working with their closets right now. Now is a good time. There's a lot of construction going on. Home sales are through the roof.
Right.
And people are getting organized.
314-781-9000 or stlouisclosetcode.com. I have 10 seconds. In your 27 years of closets,
Yes.
commercial and residential, how many
Yes.
dog closets have you made?
One.
One.
Kelly Jackson.
758 KTRS.